Imagine living a life where every move you make is controlled, every decision dictated by someone else. Now imagine breaking free. But at what cost? This is the chilling true story of Jennifer Pan, a girl who went from being a dutiful daughter to orchestrating the brutal murder of her own parents. Jennifer Pan's story isn't just a tale of a young woman rebelling against the expectations of her strict immigrant parents. It's a terrifying descent into a dark world of lies, manipulation, and murder. Jennifer was the perfect daughter on the outside, obedient, academically successful, and the pride of her family. But behind closed doors, something was simmering beneath the surface. This is the story of a twisted plan gone terribly wrong, a murder that shocked the community, and the horrifying truth about a daughter's betrayal. Jennifer's life wasn't the dream it appeared to be. While she painted the picture of a young woman excelling in school, being the perfect daughter, and always doing what was expected of her, the reality was much darker. Her parents, especially her father, were incredibly controlling. They wanted nothing but perfection and wouldn't tolerate anything less. Jennifer's every move was under scrutiny. She couldn't even breathe without their approval, and slowly the pressure began to break her. The facade began to crack, and in its place, a dangerous plan began to form. The problem wasn't just that she was unhappy. It was that her unhappiness drove her to make unimaginable choices. Jennifer's parents, Han and Big Pan, were both immigrants from Vietnam, and they worked hard to build a better life for their children. They believed in discipline, hard work, and academic success, and they expected nothing less from Jennifer. The story begins with Jennifer feeling trapped in a gilded cage, a prisoner of her parents' high expectations. But she was clever. Jennifer managed to manipulate the people around her to maintain the image of a perfect daughter. She became skilled at hiding the fact that she wasn't the straight-A student her parents thought she was. Instead, she faked her grades, pretending to attend classes at a prestigious university, when in fact, she was lying about everything. Jennifer's personal life wasn't much better. She was in a secret relationship with a boy named Daniel, someone her parents would never approve of. Her parents, particularly her father, kept a tight grip on her personal life, choosing everything from her friends to her future. Jennifer's lies began to pile up as she kept up the ruse of being the perfect daughter, but she knew she couldn't keep pretending forever. Over time, the pressure became too much to bear. Jennifer's perfect life was a house of cards that was bound to collapse, and the thought of facing her parents' wrath became unbearable. She started plotting her escape not physically, but through a much darker route. Jennifer began to imagine a life without her parents, where she wouldn't have to hide who she truly was. A life where she wouldn't have to be perfect anymore. The problem now wasn't just the pressure. It was the dangerous idea forming in Jennifer's mind. What if I could get rid of them? What if I could make everything go away? She knew she needed help to carry out such a violent act, so she turned to Daniel for assistance. What followed was a plot so sinister that it would change the lives of everyone involved forever. The plan was set in motion on November 8th, 2010. Jennifer called 911, claiming that masked intruders had broken into her house, tied up her family, and shot her parents in cold blood. She was the sole survivor of this horrific attack, with her parents lying in pools of blood on the floor. But the truth was far more chilling than anyone could have imagined. Detectives quickly began piecing together the details of the crime, and what they uncovered sent shockwaves through the investigation. Jennifer's story started to fall apart. There were inconsistencies in her account of the attack. Surveillance footage revealed that Jennifer had left the house earlier that night, long before the supposed intruders arrived. And then there was the matter of her emotional reaction. Jennifer's behavior after the murder was cold, almost detached. She didn't seem to be grieving the loss of her parents the way anyone would expect. Instead, she appeared strangely calm. The real twist came when investigators uncovered the truth about Jennifer's involvement. She had orchestrated the entire thing. With the help of Daniel and a few accomplices, Jennifer had staged the entire home invasion. Her parents were killed, not by masked intruders, but by people she had invited into her life, all in an effort to escape the oppressive grip of her parents' control. Jennifer's motives were as twisted as they were calculated. She wanted freedom and was willing to do anything to get it, even murder. The murder of her parents was not just about gaining independence. It was about eliminating the people who stood in the way of her false, fabricated life. The shocking truth about Jennifer Pan's betrayal rocked not only her community, but the entire country, and soon after the entire world. What appeared to be a tragic home invasion turned out to be a cold-blooded act of matricide, orchestrated by the very daughter who was supposed to love and protect her parents. Jennifer's story is a haunting reminder of how far someone can go when they feel trapped in a world they can't control, and how even the most innocent-seeming person can harbor dark, deadly secrets. Jennifer was arrested and later sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Her story remains one of the most shocking examples of the destructive power of control, manipulation, and lies. If you want to hear more true crime stories like this one, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and check out our next video.